Respect the point, West Ham. Respect the point. Welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. I hope you are all well. Respect the point. That's what we've got to do at the end of the day. It has just finished at the King Power. Leicester City 2, West Ham United 2 in a thriller. Not quite a thriller, but plenty of goals, plenty of action, plenty of things to discuss. Before we get into it, drop a like on the video, subscribe to West Ham Unofficial. If you're new, check out our channel sponsors SRM Carver & Son by clicking the link in the description down below. Wow, what an afternoon it had turned out to be. Finished, and the first goal came in the 10th minute. And before we talk about that, though, we've got to talk about the lineup. It's what we expected when we saw it at R3. Not until about 15 minutes before kickoff, Kurt Zouma had to withdraw from the lineup due to an illness. And apparently now he is on his way back to London, and didn't watch the game. Went straight back to London. So. You know, what happened there, I don't know, but apparently he'd be feeling ill all day, and as soon as he got out onto the to do the warm up, he said, "Yeah, I can't play." So that's disappointing. But Diop came in, and surprisingly, Diop wasn't the issue today. It was the fullbacks that were the issue, which I did not expect to say when I saw Diop next to Dawson when the players came out. The first goal came in the 10th minute from Jared Bowen. A fantastic ball over the top from Mr. Diop. We completely broke in half Leicester's vulnerable defence. Jared Bowen with a cool, calm, collective finish past Kasper Schmeichel into that bottom right-hand corner to make it 1-0 to West Ham. This is exactly what we needed. On the 10th minute, 1-0 up, and we had to push on. We didn't. We kind of sat back. We didn't apply the pressure that we needed to get a second to get this game done right then and right there. We kind of sat back and we let Leicester build into the game at their own pace, which was disappointing because we had the opportunity to go and to capitalise and to get the game done in the first half, but which in the end we didn't do. And then I'd say probably from the 20th minute onwards, Leicester had the better of the play, the better of the chances, and then there was a penalty. There was a corner with the ball into the box, and Cresswell tried to head it away. He was a bit to the right of the where the ball was, and it kind of went like that, and it went straight off the arm, and it was a blatant handball, and he just went like that, and it was a penalty which was avoidable. I don't know why he didn't just go and try and dive and get his head on it, or whether he just kind of withdrew and kind of tried to kick it or do anything but go like that, so his arm lunged into it. It was it was disappointing. It was not called for. It was unforced, and Yuri Tiedemann stepped up, took the penalty straight into the bottom left-hand corner, and it was 1-1. And then we had a couple of good chances just before half-time, which we didn't capitalise. We went in at 1-1, and I was deflated, if I'm being honest with you. A lot of stick was given to Cresswell, and probably rightly so. A poor day at the office for him. But we came out second half, and it just looked like we ran out of ideas, and thoroughly deserved. Leicester got their second on the 57th minute from Ricardo Pereira. It had been building up pretty much from the resume, and from the start of the second half, it was coming. They scored just before the hour mark, and the ball came into the box. Easy as like, headed it. Cresswell didn't jump, lost his man. Pereira headed it straight into top corner. No complaints. 2-1 West Ham. We didn't look like we were going to score. I'm going to be honest with you. We ran out of ideas. And for once, and yeah, I never thought I'd be saying this, the centre-backs were not the problem today. It's a Diop. Fair play to the lad. You know, I'm not his biggest fan. No West Ham fans are his biggest fan at the moment. But I've got to give credit where credit's due to him today, because he's come off probably one of his worst runs of form in his whole career, and he's gone in, and yes, it wasn't a fantastic performance, but it was a solid, and it was okay. He didn't make any major mistakes. His passing was okay. Everything was just much better than what we've seen over the last few weeks, especially at Kidderminster. So fair play to him, because he came out and he hasn't proved doubters wrong today, because it's one game and he wasn't outstanding, but he's definitely said, I thought I can get past this run. I thought Craig Dawson did what Craig Dawson does best. And of course, Craig Dawson scored the goal. Controversial or not, we got a corner, and you've got to give credit to Ben Rama for getting the corner, if I'm being honest with you, because he had a shot from about 30 yards. He got deflection out for a corner. And a lot of people were like, what do you do that for? But you know what? You've got to respect the corner. I said the 91st minute, this is the time. The ball came into the box. Craig Dawson bam off his shoulder, I think it was, into the back of the net. There was a VAR check. Thank the Lord the VAR let the goal stand. It definitely didn't come off his head, that's for sure. It came off like up here. Whether that's handball nowadays, I haven't got a didgeridoo or a clue or anything. But the goal stood, and somehow West Ham United take a point, and a very valuable point, away from the King Power. Leicester, once again, will feel very hard done by after their capitulation against Spurs a few weeks ago, and then conceding in the 91st minute, where, let's be real, they were in control for that whole second half. We didn't deserve anything from that game, if I'm being honest with you. I thought we were incredibly lackluster, incredibly sloppy, and we ran out of ideas in that second half. Attacking wise, we completely ran out of ideas. The subs were made too late, but they were made in the end, which is a bonus, I suppose, but they were made too late. Benrahma and Vlasic came on. Of course, Benrahma did make an impact. Fair play to him, because he gave us that, just come on, let's just get to it a bit more. He wasn't fantastic, but he made a difference. Vlasic didn't really make a difference, if I'm being honest with you. But once again, I'm going to repeat it. The problems don't lie at the centre backs today. They lie at the full backs. Vladimir Sufa had his worst game in a West Ham shirt today. He was awful, absolutely awful. And I don't like to slate the lad, but there's no denying it. There's no ducking. There's no not talking about it. At times that second half, he was running away from Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes had his number and some. He just ripped him to pieces in that second half, and he didn't have a clue what to do. Not a clue in the world. Cresswell, of course, gave away the penalty. He got booked, and he just was all over the place. He was very slow. Everything just looks like it's taking longer after his last injury. Everything looks like it's got to take an extra couple of touches. In midfield, I said it on the build-up show. I said I thought we'd get overrun in the midfield. We did. That's what teams are doing now. They're putting 3 men in midfield, and they're overrunning us. Declan Rice didn't have his best game for West Ham, but he was still very good. Thomas Souček. I've said it for a while now. He's slow. He looks like he's about like 3 seconds behind everything, like processing everything. He's just not there. He's in his own world. His passing is atrocious. His just everything, and we got overrun in the midfield. They put 3 in midfield. We had Declan Rice and Thomas Souček, and Thomas Souček was all over the place yet again today. Yet again, he was all over the place. I don't know what's happened to our Czechmates, but they have certainly gone off the rails in these last few weeks. Fredericks came on and wasn't much better than Soufal, if I'm being honest with you. But Benrahma did make a small but very valuable difference in the end to somehow get us a point on the board. I'm disappointed we still didn't pick up 3 points, but I'm relieved we've got a point in the end, because we didn't deserve it. If you would have told me on the 85th minute we're going to get a point out of this game, I would have went, really? But we utilised their vulnerability at set pieces, and we got a goal in the end somehow, some way. Disappointing, but you've got to respect the point considering the position we were in late on in that second half. So, yeah. Deflating, but a point on the board is better than nothing. Should have got all 3 after a good start, but it is what it is. And we now move on to a nice break. We get to see all of the other Europa League sides play on Thursday night. We don't play, and we come back and play next weekend against Newcastle at the London Stadium on Saturday. See you then. Plenty of content to come on West Ham Unofficial. Come on, you irons, and I will see you very, very soon. Respect the point, because that's what you've got to do.